All was chaos and noise and blood as the Devil's Fin rammed into the voyage, badly damaging the ship. A swift battle ensued in which you swiftly dispatched the Devil's Fin's crew and first mate. As you bore down on the captain, the pirate tiefling raised his arms to the heavens and called on the aid of Asmodeus himself. Whether in response to your call or purely a terrible coincidence, the king of the trackless depths, the Kraken Slarkrithil, that chose then to appear beneath the ships. The voyage and the Devil's Fin were forced apart, and you made your daring escape from the sinking pirate vessel. Fleeing the scene, you recovered your strength and helped the crew with repairs to the voyage. Rodri spoke with the young Templar Chandri and passed her the Sunblade of Foltus that you had discovered in the ancient temple beneath Saltmarsh. The next day, the voyage was struck by a strange storm and was attacked by a Sahuagin raiding party. After fighting them off, you found a drifting coracle that contained a young boy named Byrne, along with some strange treasures that included a broken shark idol. Byrne was terrified and had been kidnapped by the Sea Devils. Rodri calmed him down and promised to help him and take him back home to Walfall when time allowed. Eventually you reached the city of Amber Cove in the more lawless Amber Coast region of the Empire. You rested at the Dragon Turtle Inn prior to meeting Archduke Redax later, and explored the town a little, revealing a new prophecy from the Storm Priestess of Procan. In the tavern you encountered Malk Woodstone, a fellow blood hunter and friend of Tiberius. Malk passed on a contract to hunt a werewolf that had slain 2 teenagers in a nearby village. But now the time had come to meet the Archduke, and you made your way to the crumbling fortress of Amber Rise Keep. So, you find yourself stood before... Let me just share the map of Amber Cove again, and the picture of the Archduke. You find yourself stood in a rather austere and chill throne room. The Archduke sitting on a large throne. He's a man as weather-beaten as his castle, but despite his advancing years and a heavily lined face, he still looks strong with the vigour of a much younger man. He has long white hair, which is normally tied back, and frames his pale face alongside a long white beard. He peers down at you. So, you are the group that His Imperial Majesty has sent to aid my call, is this right?
Yes.
Oh, my music program's crashed again.
This is the way.
That's your Majesty. Is he an Archduke?
He is.
I don't know what you refer to dukes as.
Duke, I think it is, isn't it?
Yes, we are Archduke.
No, whether it's Eminence or Majesty or... I don't know, so I'll just say yes.
I suppose it's Lordship, because Duke's a title, so I suppose it's Lordship, isn't it?
Call him whatever the
Lordship.
fuck you want.
Cover most of the bases.
He's looking down at you, looking at you all very closely as though trying to judge your characters. I have been making pleas to the Imperial Court for almost 3 weeks to come and assist, but my supplications have fallen on deaf ears, so I sent Storr to go and plead directly. And from the side of the throne, you see Storr Hornraven, the tall, burly messenger that journeyed with you on the voyage to Amber Cove. He smiles at you. Hello again, my friends.
Just nod.
Ah. Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, my lord, what would you have of us?
What do you know of why you are here?
We've been told that we have been sent here to help investigate the downing of a strange airship.
He nods. Just over 4 weeks ago, a strange comet was seen in the sky, flying from the north. It crashed somewhere near the settlement of Woolfall. Lord Scotha Frostgale, in whose territory the vessel crashed, has been up in arms over the affair. He's a difficult character who doesn't wholly agree with the rule of the Emperor. But I hope when he sees that we are taking action, he may rest his mind. But he is unlikely to be accommodating at first, which is why I requested a independent group for the investigation.
It's not.
I'm eager for you to set out whenever you can. Woolfall, where the crash occurred, is on the western edge of the Amber Coast region, around 7 days' walk on foot. I would recommend walking rather than sailing. The coast of the Amber Coast, the coastline of the region is notoriously difficult. Another shipwreck is the last thing I would want.
Is it anywhere near the werewolf sightings?
I think that was Ested, Tiberius.
Werewolf sightings?
Never mind.
Oh, yeah, somewhere to the south.
But it's
Well,
near,
that was-
there's a village near this town. So I just wondered if we were walking, we could perhaps check out.
The village of Ested is half a day's travel south of the city.
Is that where we're going, or are we travelling down the coast? Then I take it so it's the opposite
Woolfall
way.
lies to the west along the coastal road.
Okay. Well, the crown takes precedence. So
And tell me, Lord, what do you want out of this?
I would like the crash investigated. Lord Frostgale sent some riders and some people out to investigate, but they didn't return, and there has been word of attacks in the area. I would like his mind putting at rest that we are doing something and making sure the crash site is safe, and then reporting back to myself and to Lord Frostgale on what you find.
Consider it done.
what's in it for us?
Will you be
Okay,
sending
well.
anybody with us? I look across at Store.
I will not be sending anyone in an official capacity, no. There are tensions between the city of Amber Cove and the outpost of Woolfall. Political
I
tensions.
understand, but a shame. A good man in a tight spot, that Store.
Storr will stay here and return to the Duke's fleet in the harbour.
If I may, Archduke, this young lad here, his parents saw the crash and set off in the boats, maybe in the hope to see if they could save anybody. And this lad witnessed sea devil activity at the crash site, didn't you, Burn?
He looks really nervous.
It's okay.
He kind
Go
of
ahead.
kneels down in front of the king and bows his head really low in front of the Archduke. Yes, my lord, that's right. My father's still missing. I don't know what happened to my mother.
So, with your permission, we'd like to take the lad with us. He might give us some extra information on the area, and hopefully we can find his parents.
As you see fit, the sea devils have always been a problem for the Amber Coast. They lurk in the shores off the shoreline and hunt down fishermen from time to time. Normally they sacrifice their prey to their shark god, Sekala. But I've heard rumour that they are now taking captives. It's possible the boy's parents may still be alive.
Yes, if they are. Find out. Oh yes. There's good news and there's bad news. The good news is there's one less pirate captain on the waves. we came across the Red Fin, I believe it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The Devil's Fin it was.
Devil's Fin. Captained by a certain. Oh, what was his name, Atticus? What was that? Idiot with the horns.
I have heard of Captain Callus's ship. He's been a thorn in our side for some time.
Well, his ship's now at the bottom of the sea. So he won't be troubling you anymore. But there was something worrying about that encounter we had with him. He seemed to be able to summon the great Kraken, Slarkrathel. Certainly seemed to come upon his command. I don't know if you've heard of pirates being in league with that beast.
He looks to the side at Store as if for confirmation of your story, and Store just nods to the Archduke. He turns his head back to you. I am sure it is a coincidence. There are none in the entire realm that could command Slarkrathel to do anything.
Well, if not a pirate, maybe a Dark Lord from the abyss himself. What was the name of that? Asmo. The pirate captain, Asmodeus. Was it the pirate captain called upon Asmodeus for aid, and then the Kraken appeared. That's well, if that's how I remember it correctly.
He looks at Store again. Store nods. We will take your news under advisement, though it is hard to fathom any being above the king of the trackless depths.
I agree, Lord, but once you remove the improbable, only the impossible remains.
Oh, one other thing. I was sort of the good news, the one less pirate. I was at the temple to Procan. I visited, seek word of the boys' village, and the priestess there did us an augury, and she says she can't remember a word that she spoke, but she spoke, or the god, or whatever force spoke through her and warned of an imminent pirate attack. I committed her words to memory, if I may repeat.
He nods, shifts in his chair slightly.
Black sails, black ships, black souls, for Amber Cove the bell doth toll. A grasping arm beneath the waves to send a pirate fleet this way, arriving soon, one night, one day.
He leans forwards, rests his chin on his fist. The words of Storm Priestess Farfog should not be taken lightly, but I find it hard to fathom a pirate fleet daring to attack Amber Cove. The Duke's fleet is in the harbour, and they would have to get past the rocks of the Amber Flame to gain access to the city. Still, I will inform the guards.
We did come across some pirates taking part in trading arms with, I think it was lizard folk, so they may be arming up for something. Whether this is it, I don't know.
Lizard folk? In the Amber Coast?
Oh no, that was Saltmarsh Way. The pirates were taking on a large amount of weapons and things.
Saltmarsh is 200 leagues from here.
Yeah. Well, with a good wind.
And it does not have the protection of the Empire.
If I may, lords, have your lookouts stationed on the cliffs to the west and east. I was been in the Navy 30 years, and pirates are sneaky bastards. If they think that you'll defend the sea, then they'll approach from land.
He nods. See to it, Hornraven. He glances at Store. And then he rests his hand on the hilt of his huge metal mace that lies leaning against his throne. There are easier places for them to attack than Amber Cove. Still, as I said, the Storm Priestess is known for her prophecies. I will send someone to talk to her.
He's nodding back away.
Well, if you have nothing more for us, Lord, we should be getting going. It's a long
He nods.
journey.
Fair winds to you.
We're walking.
Give touch. I'll bow my head. God,
And I'll just like sort of like.
Dude, I think
Brow
my head in my
furrows
hands.
slightly. Byrne backs away, walking backwards. He can't take his eyes off the Archduke. He's kind of shaking slightly.
Come here, lad. Come here.
You head back out of Amber Eyes Keep, back towards the town.
Well,
right, yeah, I think.
Most of the horses.
What time of day was it? I mean,
It's the bells are just ringing out the 8th chime now.
we got everything we need. Has everybody got enough supplies for crossbow bolts, arrows, swords, daggers, knives, hammers, maces?
Well, I don't run out of mojo, so I'm all set.
Very good, my lady. Me too. I have enough provisions.
You're escorted out of Amber Eyes Keep by Mary Greenbolt, the long dark hair, the woman with the long dark hair and the green cloak. We've just had a runner come. We've been sent message from the Dragon Turtle. The Lead brothers would like to speak to you before you leave.
Regarding what?
The note didn't say.
So that ship we came in on, was it?
No, the Dragon
No.
Turtle's the tavern, the inn. Dragon Turtle
Oh,
Inn.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
It's got a roof.
conjoined twins.
A huge. That's yeah.
Very well. We'll make a stop.
Okay. All right, just bear with me 1 second.
Have one for the road.
You notice that Byrne is kind of limping slightly as you head out and through the streets.
You alright, boy? Burn?
Yes, my ankle's aching a bit. That's all.
You don't need... Perhaps you should stay behind then. Perhaps you should rest.
No, if you're going to Wolfhall, I want to go home.
We're not going straight to Wolfhall. I don't think we're going to... Oh, yes, we are. We are going to Wolfhall. True. Okay. Well, yeah, we can... Perhaps it'd be best to drop you off there when we get there.
Perhaps Tiberius could transform and you can ride him home.
He kind of giggles and looks nervously at at Tiberius.
It's just our little joke.
I'll growl.
Can you do that?
I'm trying to drink a glass of water at the same time.
Yeah, no, joke.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done that already.
Okay, you head back down through the streets and head around to the Dragon Turtle Inn.
Head up to the bar. find the Lee brothers.
Okay, you head in. They're both behind the bars. It's quite busy at this time of the evening, serving ales to various customers.
Just nod to one of them and wait for
He
when they've
raises
got
his
time.
hand, and then after a few moments, he beckons you over.
You
Lad
wanted to, yeah, you wanted to see us.
Aye, that's right. I meant to mention it earlier, but I forgot in all the hustle and bustle. Whilst you were staying here last night, a fellow came by asking about you. He said he needed to talk to you urgently.
Any one of us in particular, or
All of you.
And who was this fellow?
He was tall and well dressed. He didn't leave a name. Shoulder length dark hair. Had a bit of a strange accent. But he said it was very important he speak to you. He said he was staying in the old Harek house on the corner of Market Street and Low Street.
Can you point us in the right direction?
Ah, of course I can. He gives you some directions to the house. I don't know why anyone would want to stay in that place. It's meant to be haunted.
Well, if it's who I'm thinking of, then he's just the right guy to stay in that sort of place.
Well, he paid me well enough to pass along the message, so my end of the bargain's complete.
Suppose we go and see him.
yeah,
Could
we
be
could
that
do.
mate, isn't it, from Saltmarsh? What's his name?
Zolodek.
Yeah. Is that him?
Zolek.
Zolek. No, not Zolek. Zolek's the vampire, isn't he?
Sounds like a vampire to me.
Sounds like the wizard dude who lived in the tower.
Kaladek.
Kaladek. Yeah, sounds like him. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe.
Oh, we must be off then.
And find out.
Yeah.
Good day to you, Mr. Lead. Mr. Lead.
You're not having a drink before you go?
Oh, go on then.
He grins at you.
Just a
Everybody?
quick ale.
Please.
Yes, I'll have an ale, please. He looks down at Byrne, then looks at you questioningly.
Oh, I suppose it won't do you any harm.
He's had a rough day. Give him an ale.
That'll be 5 copper then, please.
Here's 2.
Yeah, I'll do 5. I'll buy the drinks.
Okay, I'll have 2
Okay.
that then.
He grins at you, happy that he's managed to sell some more ale on top of the money he earned from the message, passing on the message.
Question, if it was so urgent, why were we not woken? Yeah.
Oh,
Did
must have only just gotten in. Anyway. Oh.
This is,
Oh.
this is quite nice, this.
Quick.
Byrne takes a sip of his drink. Ah! Ooh! He looks down into his pint and then quickly puts it back on the bar.
Everything alright, Ben?
He's rubbing his jaw. No, look!
What?
He points at his mug.
Look at the mug.
You look over into the mug and there is a tooth floating in it.
Ooh, what the heck?
Ah! He's rubbing his jaw.
What's that? Come here, Byrne. Byrne,
Is that-
come here.
Has that just come out of your mouth, or have you won a prize?
No, I think he's come out of my mouth.
Let me have a look.
Mhm.
I'll go over to him and grab his jaw with one hand and tilt his head up to the light and have a look in his
Ow!
mouth. Hold
Bloody
still.
hell, Rodri!
Hold still. I use medicine and just examine his mouth.
Okay, yeah, you can make a roll. He's definitely lost a tooth. There's still a bit of fresh blood in his mouth. It doesn't seem to be bleeding too heavily, which leads you to think that the tooth was either loose or rotten already. Obviously, he's still very malnourished after his experience in the coracle.
We shall have to keep an eye on that. And we'll have to feed you up, make sure the rest of them don't fall out.
If you say so.
I'll just whisper to Rodri, if this boy's got the sickness, then we're throwing him overboard.
No. That'll come to that.
Well,
Yes, we'll keep an eye on him.
as a group, we can't really afford to lose any more teeth, and also from not towards Atticus.
I want to award Carty an inspiration point for that joke.
She already
I've
has
already
one.
got inspiration.
All right.
Thank you, though.
Right, we must find this messenger.
I'm gonna scooch away from Burn.
Okay.
I'll keep my eye on Burn as we're going about the town. Watch his behaviour or his...
Okay. So we going then?
Yeah.
Okay, you make your way out of the Dragon Turtle Inn. It's starting to get dark now. And you head over towards the directions you were given towards the Harek house. The streets in this area of the city are a bit more run down. The buildings aren't as well maintained. There's a few broken windows about. You stand in front of a large building that looks like it's been abandoned for years. Several of the windows have been put in. Tattered curtains are flapping in the breeze at the front of the house. The garden doesn't look at all tended at all. It's overgrown with thorns and vines. The door of the front door of the house is slightly ajar.
Seems ominous.
Go in. Just walk straight in.
Okay, you walk up, you push the door open. It creaks ominously. As you step into the hallway beyond, your eyes take a second to adjust. It's dark in there. But you can see that it's covered in dust and strewn with cobwebs. But there's a light shining under a closed door at the end of the corridor.
Head down there.
You head down, and you can see the door shut in front of you, but there's definitely light coming from underneath it.
Knock on the door, rap on it and stuff.
Ah, my good and dear friends.
Oh,
Please come in.
Oh my god. Just startled at the sound of that voice.
That's why he didn't leave a bloody name.
I grasp my talisman and open the door and walk in.
Rodri, you walk into a room which is broken and threadbare, very little furniture. Apart from in the far corner, there's a small round table with a chair, and sat on it is a familiar figure with a half-empty glass of what appears to be red wine next to him, and a wine glass in his hand. You have been in this room before, Rodri. You had a dream about it, and you almost involuntarily look up above the old broken fireplace, expecting to see a picture of a young half-elven woman with a lute, but there's nothing there. You remember
What
it
do you
from your
want,
dream.
brother?
Come in, my friends. It has been too long since we last spoke, yes? Come in, come in. It is nice to see a friendly face in this strange town.
Walk in and fan out at the door. Stay in.
I'll motion to Burn to stay outside. Stay.
It's dark out here.
Just outside the doorway, Burn.
You can bring your young friend in. He is quite safe, I promise you.
Oh, what do you want, Solex?
Well, I've come here seeking you. Having escaped from my cell, and no thanks to you, my friends. In fact, I have come here seeking you specifically, Blood Hunter.
Look out.
And he looks at you with a piercing gaze, Tiberius.
Double take. What?
You are one of the venerable order of blood hunters, yes?
Sorry, mate. Yes.
Good. Then I wish to hire your services, my friend.
Well, I'm in demand, and I'm not cheap.
Well, from what I hear, you are heading west along the coast, and the task I have for you is on your way.
I'm listening.
Along the Amber Coast Way, halfway between Amber Cove and Fulfall, there is a large swamp of red water. When the moon shines down upon it, the water looks like blood. There was a great battle there many years ago. The place is known locally as the Killing Fields, and travellers along the Amber Coast Way avoid it. However, there is something there that I wish you to retrieve for me. I will of course pay you for your services, Blood Hunter.
Naturally. Okay, what do you want me to retrieve?
You're gonna work for this fucking joker.
His gold's as good as the next person's.
It is indeed,
sure his
and
gold
there are
could have
250 Imperial Sovereigns waiting for you, my friend.
Okay. Count me in.
You
Within
sure
the
that is?
swamp is the lair of a creature called Merchi. Merchi Naxremis was, in life, a servant of myself many years ago. Merchi still lives in the swamp, and she has something that could cause problems in her hands. I would like it bringing to me.
Well, are you going to tell me what it is?
Yes, it is a baby.
Right.
Baby?
Yes, it is a drow child.
What would you do with this child?
That is not your concern, but if the child is allowed to fulfill its destiny, things would go bad for all of us.
Is there a prophecy? Are you talking about a prophecy?
There are always prophecies, my good friend.
Would you want to share with the group?
You do not need to know all the details in order to do this job, do you, Blood Hunter?
No, but I don't do women and kids.
You recover the infant and bring it to me. You will be paid, and I have some items that will aid you in the task. Come, we cannot deny fate, and we are all friends here.
Don't do women and kids.
I have not told you a word of a lie since we started speaking those weeks ago.
Why don't you deal with it yourself? What's stopping you?
Because I cannot deny the fate that is in store for me, my friend. I have a history with Merchi. That means I cannot approach her.
Is the baby yours?
Do I look like a drow?
Well, why do you want it then? And,
To
like,
save us all.
You're being awfully vague.
I know, it's quite fun, isn't it?
How did you get out of that godforsaken prison?
Oh, do you know, it was the most wonderful and ridiculous accident, my friend. Yes, there was a group of children were playing. I believe you know young Master Barleyvane. Yes, he was most eager to help me. He's quite safe, he's just running some errands for me back in Saltmarsh.
Better not have hurt them.
As I said, they are quite safe.
What errands are they running for you, if I can ask?
They are keeping their eyes and ears open. They have been trained very well, I must say.
Just shake my head.
What's wrong with that? Fucking Atticus.
So, deal with the devil.
You can't honestly be considering handing over a child, no matter.
No, I'm not. I don't do women and kids. Fuck you. We're done.
Okay. The smile disappears from his face.
Mm.
The decision is yours, Blood Hunter.
Yes, it is.
I will find somebody else to do the task instead.
Can I ask what way this drow child would bring us pain? I have no problem with seeing a drow child die.
What?
The child is prophesied to become a great leader of the Dark Elves. A great leader who will lead his people to the surface in a great uprising. Many thousands will die if this fate is allowed to come to pass.
Is this sounding anything like the great battle that's supposed to be going on?
In my experience, prophecies can be twisted, used, and manipulated to.
He's the devil. We shouldn't even be talking to him.
It's actually just a
Come, my friends. I have not harmed you. I promised you I wouldn't. Your friends in Saltmarsh are safe. I am keeping quite a good look over the town, making sure that everything is fine, sir.
Yeah, I bet you are. And fucking try it.
And-
This guy is pure darkness.
Anzo, like a.
Right, this guy goes against everything I fucking stand for.
I have a gift for you. If you accept, as I said, I have some items that may help. Some items from my own personal treasure. But I have a gift specifically for you, Commander Baron, my friend. If you decide to help me.
Well, pressing in buttons. You keep calling us your friends. We're not your friend, but I'm a friend of the dark drow less. When our evil permeates the surface world, we're all fucked.
The decision is yours, my friends. I will find somebody else. Unfortunately, they will probably not be as competent. And, of course, we already have a fine and good relationship, do we not?
Where is this lair, Zolek? Where is Murky at?
She is in the polder, the swamp, as I told you, between
the red-
Amber Cove and Volfall.
Hmm.
I mean, the decision is ultimately Tiberius says if we're done here, we need to leave.
No, I've changed my mind. I'll get you the kid.
What?
He raises an eyebrow.
I'll get you the kid.
Excellent. Shall we drink on our contract?
Why not?
He
Let me
passes
have
you
a
a
look
glass, which he pours a thick, viscous red wine out of.
It's a blood pact, no
Blood.
red.
Tiberius, what are you doing?
I'm scared, Rodri.
Just stay back, Ben.
Chin.
Okay. It is wine, but it does have quite a strong metallic taste to it. That's quite unusual. There. Our contract is complete. Return the child to me. I shall give you your rewards. I promised you some items to help you.
Anything from this
He
creature?
reaches under the table and passes you
Ooh,
a small wooden
shiny.
box, Tiberius.
Cast him a glance before I open it.
He's
Think
just
carefully.
smiling at you. Takes a
Be
sip of his
careful what
wine.
you're doing.
Okay.
So so I apologise for that small technical hiccup.
Fine.
That's weird.
Okay.
So,
I so wish I'd gone dual wheel now. So wish I'd gone dual wheel.
So it's about 10 p.m. by the time you leave the Harek house.
Jesus.
Are you heading straight out onto the road, or are you?
It's a bit late to set out now, isn't it? I don't know the... Burn! Are the
Yes.
roads safe around here?
Not opposed to a night's
Well-
rest before we head off.
They're not as safe as up in the other parts of the Empire.
Okay. Yeah. A good night's rest, like Atticus said.
Okay. Okay, so you head back to the tavern then, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you head back to the turtle.
Let's hope Zolek doesn't entertain us tonight.
I think we've probably kept him quiet for a while at least.
One of the lead brothers waves at you as you come in. Everything all right then, lads and lass?
That man is a villain. And if you know what's good for you, you won't have anything to do with him.
Oh, he's not getting the kid. The man's an abomination.
You took a blood pact. What do you expect is going to happen?
What? Means I can't kill him now.
Well,
You know
I
the
don't
power
know.
of blood. Of any of us.
Does that mean I can't kill him now?
We don't know what it means.
You're fucked.
You're his
Fuck
puppet!
Basically, bloodshed for vampires. No good can come from this.
Right then. Then I'll,
Yeah.
I'll just have to play the odds then, won't I? I'll get
I
in
was-
the kid and I'll be the vampire's best mate.
I was thinking that once we had the location of that lair, yeah, we could just snatch the kid away and just keep it away from Zolek.
Mr. Malwith, do you think
'Cause-
we should be helping steal children?
Well-
Babies!
I don't think we should leave it in any servant of Zolek's. It's probably not a good influence on a child. And the sooner we take it away from Murky and Zolek, the better for the child.
Docile and
Wait.
right to me.
We can kill him as well. We can hand over the child and then kill him straight away. Because as soon as the child's handed over, that's the blood pact done. Fulfilled.
Kill
And
who?
Well, I
then, we can
know.
kill him and then we can kill him after.
Hopefully.
Kill who?
The vampire dude.
The vampire.
He's
Have
an
you looked at-
abomination. He's dark. He's pure darkness. His only interests are his own.
Maybe we could turn the child over. I could take it to a temple.
He's going to be feeding on the whole town.
All I
Maybe
know is if Tiberius starts foaming at the mouth, I'm sleeping with a knife. So it's yeah. I mean, this baby is just not in good hands regardless. So we may. As well.
Yeah, it's either in the hands of a vampire or a werewolf.
Oh my god. Otherworld.
I'm not going to hand the kid over. I'll fucking deal with the blood pack whenever I have to deal with it. You know.
Well-
Depends. I want to find out a little bit more about the Drow kid and what this prophecy is, if we can. I think we should speak to that fucking... Oh, no shit, we're not back in
Murky.
Siltmarsh, are we?
Well,
That
Murky
fucking-
might have something to say about it, considering she's Zolek's old acquaintance, as he put it. Why don't we just go and talk to Murky and see what's going on? See if we can get some more information.
I doubt if that thing speaks nothing but lies. Perhaps we should take the child back to Keymath and the temple to Pelor there,
Yeah, maybe they might be able to shed some light on it.
and then we won't be able to shelter the child from evil influence.
Get it, shed some light on it.
Oh, yeah, that's very good, Tiberius.
Boom,
You know.
boom.
Anyway, let's get a good night's rest.
God, shine.
Okay, you head up to your rooms. Byrne keeps casting glances at Tiberius and sticks close to Rodri. And you all have a good night's rest.
Oh.
There's no point in me. Oh, go on, I will.
Oh God. Oh no.
You awaken the next morning. Byrne, who's sleeping at the foot of your bed, is very bleary-eyed. I had a horrible dream, Mr. Malweth.
God.
It
Tell me
was
everything you
terrible.
can remember.
Oh, I don't want to think about it.
It's
There
believe
was-
me, it's better if you
There
tell
was
me.
tentacles and this horrible green water and a vampire. It was terrible. All my teeth fell out. Do you know what that means?
A vampire? Did it look like anybody you can remember?
Just teeth and tentacles.
Oh, great.
And then all my teeth fell out.
Ah.
Oh, well, you're no bloody help, are you?
Sorry, next door's going fucking mental. Kai.
I'd report that to the barkeep. They might be able to do something.
Just a second, Bern. Come here, Bern. Let me just check your teeth again. And I'll give him a medical examination.
Okay, make a medicine roll.
Oh,
Not invasive.
I mean, his breath smells. His teeth don't look particularly in good state. Are you going to prod any of them?
Yeah.
He does have another loose tooth.
Tell me, Bern. Have you had bad teeth before?
Not particularly.
What is he?
Tell you what. Just this once, mind you, we'll get you a brandy downstairs and you can swill it out.
Oh, all right then. My dad
Okay.
used to drink that.
How old
Well,
is
this-
he? That kid?
It's hard to say, maybe 12, 13.
So his grown-up teeth have probably pretty much come through.
This is purely medicinal, mind you.
Oh yes,
So
of
you just
course. That's what my dad used to say.
Can't you just cast Cure Light Wounds on his jaw or something?
That would just cure hit points back, won't I've got lesser restoration. Just lesser restoration now. Ooh! Actually, Bern, come here, Bern.
Yes.
Right, sit there, just tilt your head up there, open your mouth, tilt your head up back a bit.
Oh,
Bit more.
ow, that hurts.
Hold still.
I'm going
I put my finger into his mouth and rest it on his teeth. Hold still. Hold. Oh my! You don't be such a baby. And I'll cast lesser restoration, try and end the disease.
Okay, you cast the spell on him. His kind of eyes go a bit droopy. And then he... me head! And he puts his head in his hands. Ow! That feels a bit better now.
I just poke around, have a look. Alright, I'll just keep an eye on it. Still get you that brandy. Right, we best have breakfast and then be off quick.
Okay.
Head downstairs, order breakfast and a brandy for him.
Okay, breakfast and a brandy will cost you 5 copper.
Right, inventory. How much copper and silver?
10.
4, 2, 7. Right, done.
Okay.
Wait for everybody else.
Okay. The rest of you make your way down.
Yeah, pack everything up.
Okay. All right. So
Crack off.
you head off. You head out of the town of Amber Cove, and start to head. There's quite a clear track leading to the west. This way, says Byrne, and starts leading the way up the Amber Coast Road. Unlike the roads of the Keemouth region, hold on, let me put some travel music on. If I can find it. There we go. Unlike the roads of the Keemouth region, the Amber Coast Way is unpaved for long stretches, even becoming little more than a muddy wagon track in the more wild areas. There's no regular patrols or sentry posts in this part of the Empire. The views from the way are stunning as it hugs the cliffs of the coast, giving unparalleled sights across the coastal waters. It also comes very close to the eaves of the Fearwood Weald, the huge forest, and even at this distance from the heart of the forest you feel an urge to hurry through these sections with added wariness. I would like somebody to roll a d6, please. Okay, you make a short stop for lunch. The light rain starts to fall. Byrne's still limping slightly, but you carry on for the rest of the afternoon. Could somebody roll d6?
Do you get a short rest?
Are we on horses?
Yes, you do. I'll give you a short rest.
Okay, yeah. I can just unclick that spell.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Done.
Okay, and you make camp under the cover of a small copse of trees that overlooks a tall cliff that overlooks the Amber Bay. Okay, the next day dawns and you continue the journey through the rain. Would you like to roll d6, somebody please? Roll 2d6.
I wonder, Atticus, if there's any. If your eyes are better than mine, I wonder if there's any sign of any pirate ships.
Keep an eye out on the coast.
You see a few fishing boats, but the low cloud and the rolls in, and it's difficult to see more than a few hundred yards out.
I'll let you know if I see anything.
Okay. Right. Just bear with me. What's the party marching order, please?
I'm at the front.
Okay, I'd like everyone to make a perception check.
Only because I've got all the nature senses and stuff. Nature check.
Sorry, perception. Okay. Tiberius and Cat, the hairs on your neck begin to stand up, Cat, as you're walking along. And you suddenly feel a rumble in the ground. And the earth starts to shake. The rest of you can feel it now as you're making your way through a slightly wooded path.
I false life myself.
You can?
Bad omens up ahead.
Suddenly the ground erupts underneath you and a horrible visage, some strange creature rises up from the ground, all chitin and spikes in front of you. It's huge. It towers over you, Tiberius, and I would like you all to roll initiative, please.
Stay back, Burn!
Ooh. It's
Jesus.
big. It's big.
Okay. Okay, Rodri. This thing bursts up out of the ground in front of Tiberius.
Is Burn with me? Is he? I take it.
Sorry?
Is Burn with me?
Bernie's with you, yes. I've not put him on the map. Ah! Ah! What's that? You turn around, see where he is, and he's run off. He's cowering behind a rock.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Fuck it. I'll just fire the warning shot. I'll fire 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Bird's gonna need therapy after this.
Knocks him back 10.
Okay.
And knocks him back another 10.
I can't reach him.
Okay.
I can't run that fast.
Okay,
Oh, Dave, I
the
can't reach him.
these bright beams of light pierce through the slight rain that's starting to fall.
Sun rays.
Let me just...
Sorry, instinct. And I'll grab Burn and protective him, just arm around him. That's
Okay.
me done.
Tiberius.
I will delay my action till the said monster approaches us, and when he's within range, I will charge
Okay.
and fight him, if I may. Can I do
What's
that?
the range for charging, for your charge?
25 feet.
Okay.
So when I think he's at my...
Can you just target him so I can see how far away he is at the moment?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
40 feet at the moment.
Okay. Cat.
Dum-dum-dum. I'm just gonna go straight in with a fireball
Fucking ham.
Okay.
because this guy's annoying and he's in the way.
It's annoying and it needs to die. Oh.
Well,
Okay, you point your staff at it. A small bead of fiery energy shoots out and then explodes into a huge explosion. The tree starts to catch fire. A lot of its branches are blasted back. The creature looks round, it turns its head. It roars.
Fuck this.
But as the flames die down, you realise they doesn't seem to have done as much damage as you thought it would.
damn, and I hit the tree as well. Sorry.
Are you doing anything else?
No. I'm gonna leave it there for now, thank you.
Okay.
See if it comes closer.
Okay. What's its movement?
Oh, but it's got range.
Oh, Rich. Sorry, I should have said. When you delay actions, normally you can't delay your move. But
Oh, right, okay.
we do have a homebrew that you can delay up to half your move.
Oh, that's
So,
adequate.
yeah.
Yeah, that's adequate.
Okay.
Ooh, well, that's adequate.
Okay, so it heaves the rest of its huge body out of the ground and scuttles with a strange movement towards you. Gets to about there. You can charge in and attack it with your action if you wish.
Thank you.
You moved really fast then and it scared me. Like the action, the movement lagged and it just went shot across the screen. Oh my god, shit.
I am going to use
Ow, 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 ow.
just my normal unarmed strike.
Okay, this is a big thing. It's easy to land a blow on it.
Oh, you're gonna
Roundhouse.
get
Oh, I
steal
do
the
get.
kill. Let's steal the kill now.
Oh!
Whoa. Whoa. Fives.
Okay, Tiberius goes charging in. A ball of a whirlwind of claws and teeth. And when he stops panting over the body, there's just bits of shell and half a leg and just gore surrounding him. The ground starts to shake violently again. Are you doing anything
Not
else,
more.
Tiberius? Oh no, that was your delayed action, so you
Yeah,
You
so
can't.
that's really-
Atticus.
I can't.
Just gonna stand my ground,
Okay.
scan around. That's fine.
Dead.
Rodri, the ground is still shaking.
Can I try and hone in on an epicenter of this?
You don't have tremor sense, do you?
No.
You can make a nature check, but it's going to be a high DC.
Okay, yeah. On the off chance, you never know.
No, you can't. Everything seems to be shaking.
Okay. I'll just cast the light cantrips on myself, just in case things go a bit weird.
Okay. Let me drop the effect on you.
Ooh,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll
that's so pretty.
just stand there with Burn, hold my staff up ready.
Okay. I'll have to look that up later. Okay, Tiberius, what are you doing?
I am paused and ready to receive the next wave
Okay.
in a awesome stance.
Cat.
I'm gonna cast resistance on Tiberius, which is just a cantrip.
I am.
Okay. Just as you've... what's the range on resistance, by the way?
It's a touch, so I will move over to
Yeah.
Tiberius and then do it. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay. So, as you lay your hands on Tiberius' shoulder, stepping over the huge carapace of this thing, there's suddenly two more huge eruptions of earth.
Shit. I said shit.
They start
So
scuttling
around.
across towards you. Okay, Atticus, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna move to that, engage this one.
Okay. Oops, sorry.
Anyone else's map move whenever it's there?
Yeah, I've
yes.
turned that off now. In options, it might be per client. There is a setting. Yeah, under per user, under options, turn auto center map. You can turn that off.
Thank you.
I miss all 3 attacks. That's me.
Okay, Atticus goes in. The ground is starting to get a bit muddy and slippy, and it's still vibrating as well, causing your attacks to go astray. Rodri.
I'm to be able no. I'm going to target Ankeg 1.
Okay, it's 40 feet
But
away.
I'm going to move 25 to there. Stay there, Burn. Stay back.
I ain't coming anywhere near that fucking thing!
Don't curse. Yes. Thank you, Carty. I'm just guessing 1. It's a hit. It hits him, but push it back 10. The second one also hit. Goes and push back another 10.
Okay.
That's me done.
Tiberius. You're just standing victorious in the remains of the first one. Then you see 2 more bearing down on you.
I will move to there, please. Shield raised, his yellow eyes peering from beyond it. Oh, yes. Yeah. Have had your vermin. You prey on the weak. But not this day. Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Crimson fucking Uber, so I lose 6 fucking hit points.
Okay.
But I get an extra d6 now to my damage. And I can only do 2 attacks. So, Crimson Strike, here we go.
Hit. Alright.
Yo! My second attack.
Miss. See that? I should say miss every time, shouldn't I?
Okay, as it comes skittering back from where it had been thrust back, you duck under a blow of its heavy claws, and with a great sweep of your claws, you shear off 3 of its legs.
Oh.
Fucking Wolverine, I am.
Are you done, Tiberius?
Yes. I'm Wolverine, but like Captain America as well, because I've got a shield.
If you've got a shield, you shouldn't be making 2 claw attacks.
Yeah, okay. I get 2 attacks.
Oh, okay.
And then I get 1 bonus attack
Yeah.
because I make an unarmed strike. I'm done.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile at level 2, so I should get 4 missiles, and they're all going at Ankeg number 1.
Okay.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Let me just roll through, sorry. That's
Okay. That's 11 on top of that, yeah.
yeah, 15.
Okay, it's looking pretty rough. There's huge holes in its side, leaking this thick green ichor where the bolts have slammed into its side. Okay. Okay, the thing rears up on its back 5 or 6 legs, opens its mandibles, and then let me just check the distance to Cat.
35.
35, okay. Yeah, it's not particularly intelligent, so I won't do that. As it rears up, it opens its mandibles, and it spits this horrible, thick, viscous green liquid that steams and bubbles as it hits the ground in a spattering line, narrowly missing your feet, Cat, just not quite reaching you. But Tiberius, you should get a request to make a saving throw.
I get advantage on dexterity saving throws, do I? Oh no, it's strength checks.
You should resist. You should get a. Oh no, yeah, you get a.
He's got it on his card sheet. Should.
What's that?
Oh no, his resistance is gone, hasn't it?
It shouldn't have.
How long does it last?
It's a cantrip, isn't it?
It's concentration up to 1 minute, so it may have gone.
No, it should be okay. Did you put the... Let me just have a look. If you drop
Sure,
the effect.
concentration.
Is there any effect other than the concentration or not?
No.
Oh, I get confused with the effects and the concentration spell.
Yeah.
What do you drop on what?
Okay, you can add 1d4 to the saving throw.
Okay, I'll roll it then.
Haha.
And
Okay.
add D4.
Okay. So you take half of this. As it starts to spatter up your armour, it starts to bubble and hiss. And where it impacts your fur, you can smell burning and feel the pain of it burning into your fur. It's then going to try and bite you as well, after spitting at you.
Bug bite's dirty.
Oh, I wasn't targeting you, was I? That's 17 damage. It's slashing, so that's halved. So it's 9 damage. And you are grappled, Tiberius.
Okay.
As it grapples you in its jaws.
Oh, we got a fight.
Okay. Right, the next one is going to rear up on its hind legs and spit a 30-foot long spray of acid, which I think will get all three of you.
Mother of... Yeah, I'm 30. Burn! No, I just stayed back.
Burns way back. Okay. Should be getting some save requests coming through.
I'm going to add the D4 on this. Oh, I did it anyway. I think I can add it to saves, can't I? Oh, 27. Oh. That's an ability, is it an ability check?
Okay. So all of you are hit by this spray of poison that comes spraying out of the jaws beasts. And it's then going to try and bite Atticus. But misses. You take a step to the side and its jaws slam into the ground where you were standing a moment ago, almost knocking you off your feet. But you're now up, Atticus.
Tiberius is hurting.
Have I still got it targeted?
You got Anko 2 targeted, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, better luck than next time. Last time, rather.
Yeah, we'll see.
Dirty 20, nice.
Yeah, 3 misses, 3
Much
hits.
better. Okay, you start laying into the thing, spinning around, slashing along its side as it writhes in agony. Are you done, Atticus?
That's me, yes, thank you.
Rodri?
I will target Pancake 1. And we'll use... Oh, I hit it with a light of Pelor!
Okay. Yeah, it failed.
Take 14.
Okay. Suddenly the clouds that have been dripping this incessant rain part above the head of this creature as it towers above the gnome below it. And this beam of light comes down through the clouds as if from some hidden power, slamming it down into the ground with great force. Tiberius kind of just jolted up and down on his feet as this thing splats into the ground, but it stops moving.
Orbital bombardment!
I will head back to Burn.
Okay. Tiberius.
I will move to there.
There we go. Sorry. Okay.
Chat on the way.
Oh.
Like fucking roll, they've still hit that.
Nice.
Oh,
Good.
nice. It's a good hit. It's distracted by Atticus, revealing its soft underparts. Okay. You scoot up underneath it as it's leering down over Atticus and start hacking away at its soft, unarmoured underbelly. And it falls to the ground.
Punching it in the dick.
What were them things?
Oh, they're dead now. Don't worry.
Some sort of disgusting bug.
I'll just look at him with a deadpan face and just go, bed bugs.
I'm gonna have even worse dreams tonight.
It's,
At least forget about your full empty.
let's get out of here.
You carry on up the Amber Coast way. Your senses honed now, nervously looking around you. But after an hour or two, the rain ceases falling. The sun begins to shine. You're starting to feel a lot better. And you start setting up your camp for the night. Can I have 2d6 roll, please?
You quick.
Okay.
That was quick.
Oh my god.
And we get a long rest, don't we?
You do get a long rest.
Wayne Gibbous.
Burn looks like he hasn't slept a wink all night.
You alright, Burn? Did you have some bad dreams again?
I guess so.
Just tell me about them.
I don't want to.
But sometimes it's better to tell people
I
about
don't
these
want to,
things and-
alright. All you do is bloody talk at me. You never leave me alone.
I'll go up behind him with like 2 of the 7 mandibles going.
Bloody teenagers. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. As long as you're alright, just...
Why
need to
wouldn't
know
I
that,
be
you know.
alright?
If...
We could have left
Just
you
here.
on the ocean, you little shit. Now try and be a little bit more grateful.
What do you mean leave me on the ocean?
You know, when we pulled you up onto the deck.
What? What deck? What are you talking about?
the ship. We pulled you off a rowing boat.
Ship, rowing boat. Have you been at the Brand again, Rodri?
I just shake my head. Just keep up.
Right. If you say so, sir.
Wait a minute.
The kid's got the sickness. Just kill him.
Do you remember when we first met?
Yeah, we were, you had that, and I was, you know.
He doesn't remember.
Explain it to us.
Why should I? You should bloody know. Is something wrong with your memory or something?
Hey, less of the lip, young man.
I'm gonna clip
Look
him
at
around the ear.
Roger. There's something wrong with him.
I'm gonna run up to him and clip him around the ear.
It may be his age. I remember when I was a lad of that age.
Kat, I'm just going to type you a message. Carry on, everybody.
I just think of the things I'd say to Barbara and the lip I'd give her. Oh, it makes me cringe.
It's sharp.
Still, you should watch your manners around women. Burn. I think you should apologise to her, Carty. Say you're sorry. Say you're sorry.
I'm sorry.
That's good. And that didn't hurt, did it? Come on, let's go.
Keep an eye on him, mate. He's acting weird.
Yeah.
Rise and shine.
Okay.
Oh, I need
But-
to take this off as well.
Any more weird than Tiberius?
Can I take the grappled effect off?
Yeah, sorry, mate.
The item.
And I'll take the... okay, yeah.
And I can take my disguise off.
Okay. Good.
Hang on. What's happened here? I've lost all my like wisdom where it says I've got all my wisdom stuff
What do you mean?
You transformed back.
on the combat tracker. No, I get wisdom
Oh,
saves and
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
as a gnome, and it's I don't
You've
know, it's
clicked.
gone.
You've clicked it by accident. Yeah, hold on. I'll have to put it back on for you.
Shit. Sorry.
Gnome
Gnomes.
cunning. Yeah.
Fucking gnomes.
Thank you.
Okay. Right. Where were we? Okay.
Can I go up to Burn and whisper to him?
Yeah.
And I'll say, if you insult me again, you'll be losing more than your teeth.
Oh, I did. He looks at you slightly confused. I didn't say anything.
You didn't need
I
to.
didn't.
I'll just walk off.
You you carry on heading up the Amber Coast Way, and the coastal road you've been following for the last couple of days dips down from the cliff tops and passes through the edge of a huge area of wetland. The earth beneath your feet becomes soggy and soft, and your pace drops considerably. To the north, ocean waves crash against the edges of this swamp, whilst to the south, a large marsh sits under the glowering sky. The water in the marsh is tinged with a strange red colour, and barely visible heads into this soggy wilderness.
Ooh, pretty.
That we bought a blow boat.
Ooh. Oh. I should be keeping an eye out for this murky then.
The path leads around the edge of the swamp and heads off slightly to the north, and begins to you can see it in the distance beginning to rise up again to the cliff tops.
As if away from the swamp. So we've either got to go in or just ignore Zolek and carry on.
Just to leave a child at the mercy of a servant of Zolek just doesn't feel right.
We're not going to give him the kid.
I know.
Alright.
I know.
Okay. But the best chance the kid's got is if we go and fetch the kid. So, because we have the kid's best interest at heart. But we really do need to do our research on this kid, because if he does turn out to be the next, I don't know, Black Plague, obviously he needs to be eradicated. But this gives us the time to find out what's really going on.
Yeah, maybe the priests at the temple could do an augury, like
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Is it? Are there any?
Time to get our feet wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely take it to the priest before we go anywhere near the vampire. But he's going to. I think he will intercept us at some point.
All right. You talk among yourselves. Carry on while I set this up.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
we need to
look
look for a lair.
Do we all agree vampires are evil? Can we all agree on that?
No, I thought you were. It's not where they are.
Yeah, let's just agree.
Okay, I'm not going to
If we're
put.
going in,
What are you doing? Yeah, you.
I was going to say, if we're going into the marsh, then I'm going to tuck my skirt into my knickers so it doesn't get wet.
Okay.
I'm not getting a wet dress.
I'm gonna jump on Atticus' shoulders because I'm only little.
I thought you said I'm going to jump on her.
Face plant the water.
Whoa!
Okay, you start to head off the path. It slows your movement, but you can find a sort of a slightly solid path. Though some of the land almost seems to move and drift beneath your feet as you start heading down into the swamp. The rain gets heavier, and a cold, damp mist rises up all around you. Could everybody make a perception check, please?
The plot thickens.
Followed by an initiative check.
We're looking for a lair.
Okay, as you're treading on the almost moving ground underfoot, all of you except Catty glance down into the strange red waters, and you can see shapes in there, unmoving, but it looks like
Oh.
corpses.
Sorry, Neil, my map hasn't showed up.
I haven't shared it yet.
Oh,
What?
And as you progress, you see a path that forks leading ahead of you. A decomposing human corpse with a satchel around its torso rests in a puddle of mud at the edge of the path, flies eating what little flesh is left of its cleaned bones.
I'll look around.
The mist means you are now in dim light, so perception checks are at disadvantage in future.
I'm going to cast my light. Sorry, Rich, go.
Sorry, I think we should be wary that ghouls may be around.
I'm dead? Oh, there were plenty of corpses here. Noticing how dark it is, I'll cast a light cantrip on myself.
Okay.
looks like a lung
Oops, sorry, hold on. Effects.
/ kidney.
Frail human eyes. Hello, light our way.
Looks like
Check.
Africa.
Go and check the backpack about the dead corpse.
Okay. Are you inspecting the corpse, or are you just looking in the backpack?
Just look in the backpack.
Okay. Inside the backpack, and as you sort of pull it off the corpse, there's a clatter as its shoulder and its arm bone falls off with the soft thud into the mud. You open up the pack. Inside is a loaf of bread which is covered in green mould, and a journal. It's water damaged, but it's bound in leather.
I'll take the journal, but I won't open it because I don't want to rip the pages. I'll wait till it's dry.
Okay, it's not going to dry in this atmosphere.
Is it possible to open it? If it
You
looks
can
like
open it, yeah. A lot of the pages are stuck together. Many are water damaged and are illegible. But you do find one page in the middle of the journal where the water damage isn't too bad. Someone would care to read that out? Atticus, maybe?
Let me put my glasses on. Sanguine Polar, I have set out to explore the myths regarding the malicious hobgoblin warrior Gilgar the Defiler and his legions campaign through these swamps in search of the source of power that gives life to Mercy Emerald Eyes. During my last visit to Amber Cove, I came across an ancient grimoire describing the events of Gilgar's time in the swamp. Okay. The grimoire explained that Gilgar the Defiler had stumbled upon the lair of the Deathlock, a powerful undead being that had once been a warlock sworn to the service of an ancient duke of these lands, Zolek Aramastus. Seeing the power and beauty in Mercy's eyes, Gilgar became obsessed and assaulted the creature and its servants with his legion in an attempt to subjugate them. He believed that with their power in his hands, he would become a force that even the fledgling empire would struggle to contend with. During his assault, Gilgar massacred the minions of Mercy and laughed atop their mutilated corpses. Scholars claim a magical fog filled the area after Gilgar defiled the corpses with ancient goblinish rites in the name of Maglabiet. When the fog eventually cleared, all of the goblins and their ilk were found brutally slain by some unknown force. Gilgar himself was found slaughtered and vivisected, with his own entrails stuffed down his throat. It is now believed that the restless spirits of Gilgar the Defiler and his legion are cursed to wander the swamp for all eternity. Certainly the creation of the polder was said to be plagued with problems, and the project was eventually abandoned. Whatever the truth, I shall find it. D.
Wow.
How's your danger sense?
I am not set up to fight undead.
I don't know. Is my danger sense activated?
There's a slight itch at the back of your neck, but there's nothing specific at the moment.
Right.
I'd like to look around in the swamp, see if there's any signs of predators or...
Make a nature check.
A dead body's a pretty good sign.
I'm looking for tracks of stuff.
Make a survival check then.
Okay.
The treacherous nature of the land around here, the fact that it's constantly moving and drifting slightly with the currents from the ocean far to the south, make it difficult. And you look back, and where your own tracks were laid, they're already starting to disappear as the mud kind of gurgles and fills in the holes that your feet made as you came down to the swamp's edge.
Can't see anything. I guess we looked for a lair. Some feature of the land.
You still want to go in knowing all these undead are going to be in there?
I don't know.
Well, she certainly seems like she's very powerful. If she destroyed a hobgoblin and his legions, then I'm not sure what chance we stand, but...
Life and...
I love everyone's just standing on the edge of this swamp. No one wants to go in.
These restless spirits need to be laid to rest.
Tiberius starts to stride forwards along the path. It forks, heading east and west.
What the fuck?
I'm following.
They'll walk after me. Please. That's a nice sound mix.
Yeah.
Who's the guy have that?
I want to go home.
I got a better smell sense when I'm...
No word of a lie, this is going to be very dangerous. Just be brave.
I'll stick next to you.
Okay.
I put my hand on Burn's shoulder and go, just think about your happy place.
She raised an eyebrow. God.
Oh, I'm seeing if I can hear anything.
Make a perception check. Other than the lapping of the water and the odd croak of an unseen frog, the hissing of the crickets, the mist seems to dampen all sound in the area.
Oh. Maybe just when he's angry. And then I'll just carry on walking forward, not making any sense to anyone.
Okay. Tiberius starts to carefully follow the path to the east.
What time of day and what's in the sky?
You can't see the sky. The mist is too thick.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's mid-morning.
Oh my God.
Tried to see, but you
Let me
missed.
change that. No, it's about midday, I think, yeah.
Okay.
Tiberius has wandered off into the mist.
We really need to get that one a lead.
Yeah, follow them.
Tiberius, hey boy.
Fuck off.
Frisbee.
God, he's got distracted by something.
Moonchild, moonchild. That's what I am.
As you move into this area of the swamp, a larger area of relatively solid land, it stretches out before you. Thick, malformed trees block out all light from the sun. The path is shrouded in darkness, and in the middle of the area is a large, pale white, twisted tree, larger than the others.
Walk over to it.
Okay.
Pendant.
I don't know where it is. I guess about there.
Okay. Hold on.
Hello, tree.
Looks like lungs to me.
You look up at this pale tree, and suddenly there's a great creaking, and it lunges its branches down at you as if there's a sudden breeze. Whoops.
I don't flinch. Just see what happens.
Okay.
Careful.
Sorry. What's your armor class, Mark?
16.
16. Okay. As its branches sweep past the top of your head, a branch suddenly comes round from the side and slams into you.
Ow, 8.
And I would like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Holy moly.
No tree can fight me.
Why is this not becoming visible? There we go.
I don't want to fight trees. I'm a wild owl. I have to live in trees.
Okay. Cat, you're way back, but you hear the creaking of the tree and see Atticus take a step back. You hear oof!
Oof.
Did you walk into the tree or did the tree walk into you?
Are you shouting that or you?
Yeah.
No, the tree attacked me. Drawing my sabres.
For heaven's sakes. I will cast.
Murky, call your tree off. We just want to talk.
Cat, what are you doing?
Coming in a little bit closer if I can.
You're on top of Rodri there. You're going to have to step either in front of him or...
Sure, can I step in?
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Oh my god. Poison ivy.
I can't move. For some reason I can't move you both. You're right on top of him. Why can't I move Rodri? Why can't I move? Hold on. Let me remove your token and I'll put you back on.
He is controlling me somehow.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt.
Okay.
This is a warning. I told you it was a warning.
Okay, this bolt of green and black energy slams into the tree. It shakes, leaves, what few remaining leaves fall down from its branches, but it doesn't seem to affect it.
I didn't intend it as a warning. That's me.
Okay. Rodri.
But what's this?
I'm gonna try and transfix it with the light of Telor.
Okay.
Foul tree.
Bright light suddenly appears between Rodri and the tree. Several of its outermost branches start to burn.
Make sure it burns near me and
Okay.
just lay back. That's me done.
Atticus.
I'm right up close to it, so I'm going to attack it with my scimitars.
Fucking headbutt it.
Why didn't I hit him with fire?
Yeah, as I hit him with my sacred flame, but it's radiant with fire.
Well, Witch Bolt's lightning. You think
Okay,
lightning
you
would-
start slamming your blades into it. Despite the age of the tree, its bark is thick. Chips of wood come off it, but your blades don't seem to dig very deeply.
Okay.
Oh damn.
Anything else, Atticus?
No, that's me.
Tiberius.
Ooh, is it me? Oh.
Sorry, he's just stuffing his face with donut right now.
I will move. I will move to here. Please.
Okay.
I'll use a bonus action to cast Crimson Right, so I lose 3 hit points. And I will commence.
That's the assault.
Oh no. I should have been at advantage.
For flanking, yeah, you should. You can roll again.
Hiya. Can I get a
My second attack. She's also at advantage, but I don't I have to roll it in case I get a 20. 219.
That's 3 19s in a row you've had.
Oh my lord.
Now.
I am finished.
Okay, you start clawing at this thing, but like with Atticus's blows, its bark is very thick, and you don't seem to be doing as much damage as you thought you would be. Right, 1 to 3. Actually, no, let's toss a coin. Heads, it's Atticus. Atticus.
Oh yeah, mine did fall.
Okay, Atticus. As you're fighting the tree, its branches suddenly part, and the bark of the tree, which seems to have this horrible twisted visage of face in it, The bark splits down the middle, and the whole of the tree's trunk opens. Inside, they're all tendrils and vines dripping with a red liquid. It steps forwards
I don't know.
and snaps around you,
Shit.
and you are disappear into the trunk of the tree.
Oh no!
You
Bye.
are blind. Let me get these effects.
Sleepy Hollow.
Restrained.
Why am I
You're
sure?
also unable to breathe. I would like you to make a. Oh, you should get a request for a Constitution saving throw. Come up.
Got it. Thank you. Here we go. Ugh. There we go.
Ah.
In the darkness inside the tree, you feel things, the vines, puncturing into the flesh of your face. You feel them pulsing as they draw your blood out.
Right.
Okay. Cat, you're up. You've just seen Atticus swallowed by this tree and disappear from view.
Spit out my friend! Oh god, if I set fire to the tree, am I going to kill Octopus? Let's
I
find out.
can't see it.
Oh,
Shit.
I will run in a little closer. That's me, thank you.
Okay. Rodri, you see the same thing. You see the trunk of the tree open up, and it takes one step forwards, and then it slams shut, and Atticus is gone.
Okay. Octopus! Do I wait to turn and set it up? Got him targeted. On an attack roll, could I use my packed boon to add a d4 to an ability check?
What's it say on your packed boon? It's the talisman one, is it?
Yeah. Just
Pact
as
of
a
the tome, is it?
packed boon talisman. Yeah, it's packed to the talisman, not tome. Oh, it's in a weird.
Pact boon talisman. There you go.
It's an ability
Hold
check.
on.
And a roll to hit.
Can't see it under Pact of the Talisman.
No, it's in one of the expansions. Can't remember which
It's
one.
not an invocation, is it?
No, it's when the wearer. Oh, when the wearer fails an ability check, they can add a d4 to the roll, potentially turning the roll into a success.
It's ability checks.
Is that a roll to hit an
No,
ability
it's an
check?
attack.
Okay, I'll just use a guiding bolt to it. Hit.
Okay. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Get off him!
Okay, Atticus, you can't tell what's going on, but suddenly the tree around you begins to shake, and it starts to crush you as you scream in the darkness, as you feel the tree shuddering with pain.
I think I put that effect on
did.
the wrong thing.
Grant
Should put that on-
advantage attack. No?
Yeah.
I think that's right. Is it? I think that's right, mate.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
sure.
right.
Okay.
Okay, anything else, Rodri?
Bonus. No. Just try and cover Burns' eyes.
Atticus, you're blinded and restrained in the tree. You can try and attack it.
Blinding and restrained, so I can't do somatics.
We're going to be a massive.
It'd be great if you could polymorph yourself into a giant. Be like that fucking The Boys when the guy comes out of his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can attack it, mate, if you wish.
Oh, you'll have advantage to attack him, which should cancel out the disadvantage from being blinded or whatnot.
Why will you have advantage?
Because I've got guiding light.
Oh yeah.
Next hit is it? Next.
I'm gonna be realistic. I'm not gonna be able
Yeah.
to have room to like dab with my scimitars, so I'm just gonna make my pistol appear in my hand and discharge it.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
It's at short range, so am I still targeting? Yeah.
Yep.
So there'll be a disadvantage, but
Well, you got the advantage of. You feel the reassuring heft of your pistol appear in your palm. You just unleash it. You can't see what you're shooting at. The tree grunts. You don't know if you've damaged it or not.
fucking hell. Okay, that's me. Thank you.
Tiberius.
Good. Critical. He's on critical. Oh, massive hit.
Wow. Okay, you're just trying to dig into this thing. You're starting to peel the bark away. You can't see any sign of Atticus, so. Are you done, Tiberius?
Yeah.
Okay, at the start of the tree's turn, I would like you to make another saving throw. Mark should have had a request.
Yep, got it. There we go.
Oh my god.
As Tiberius is, you know your friends are desperately attacking it, even though you can't see them. The tree shudders in pain and squeezes you incredibly tightly. It's then going to
Swallow somebody else.
attack Tiberius. It can only swallow one person at a time, but it can still attack.
All right, mate. Fancy seeing you here.
It hits you, Tiberius.
Wow, hang on a second. So it got a 25. My armor class is 21, so I'm just thinking whether it's worth me trying to get a Hermicraft.
You could only match it, couldn't you? 4. I don't know.
No, I
is it
can
2d4?
take. No, I can take D6 off now, Dave.
You rolled a 25, so yeah, you'd need a 5 or you need a 6
I'm gonna try and. Do I?
to get below 20. Yeah.
My armor class is 20. Oh, 21 was a hit then. What did he roll?
You rolled 25 to hit.
Yeah, fuck it. Go for it.
Oh!
Fuck me.
Wow, so that's 9 hit points back to Tiberius. Fucking hell.
What happened then? What did you do, Rich?
I use my Hermicraft and I can subtract a D6 from the creatures to hit roll.
He basically blinds them, puts blood into their eyes. So
if I infuse it, all of their attacks take off this round. Take off 6.
Okay.
That's good. 6.
So nice. Okay. So as its branches reach down at you, they do grab hold of you, but you look up at this strange twisted visage which moves around the side of the trunk to leer at you, and its eyes, where its eyes are, there's just these red globes briefly, and the branches let go. Okay, its second attack.
Oh shit!
No, I should have infused it. Oh come on! That's a 26. That would have still hit anyway. No, it wouldn't. No,
Oh yeah, you're 21, aren't you?
Its branches whip around, slam into you, and then wrap around your arms. You are grappled.
Wasn't going anywhere. Wolverine, chop his fucking arm.
Okay, Cat.
I am going to bury my hands into the dirt beneath me.
Mhm.
My eyes are going to glow like white, pure white,
Nice.
no like pupils or anything. And I'm going to use my hex points and cast living object on a similar sized tree.
Mhm.
And command it to come alive and try and rip the awakened tree in half to try and free Atticus.
Okay.
Can't I? Ooh,
I'll hex you for that one.
Did you tick off your crimson thing
Hex you for that
that you blinded it with, Cap? Tiberius, by the way.
I didn't. I can only do it once anyway before turning around.
Oh my god!
Look at that!
Oh my god!
Wicked!
I have a Groot!
One of the trees suddenly starts to shiver and shake, and then its roots rip up out of the ground, dripping mud. It kind of turns. You can almost sense it's looking at you, Cat. And then it walks forwards, targets the awakened tree. Oh, I have to roll initiative for it. Sorry.
Sweet!
Roll individual initiative.
I'll point at the nasty tree and then do
Okay,
like
I'll let it have one attack.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Second boy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It just wraps its branches into the branches of the pale tree and pulls them apart. There's this huge cracking and rending noise, and with a great splintering, the trunk of the awakened tree splits down the middle and is flung to either side, where it splashes into the swamp with a plopping noise. And Atticus is just there, shaking, left in the middle of it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Right, how long does that effect last on your hex point?
Let me just check for you.
15 years.
It just says the creature continues to follow it until its task is complete.
Okay.
It can last up to 1 minute.
Okay, so its task is complete. So it then, after ripping the tree apart, it kind of turns to look at you again, Cat.
Thank you.
And then it shudders slightly and then just freezes in place, completely unmoving again.
I'm gonna go and give it a hug.
What the fuck just happened?
Atticus,
You're
Atticus.
alive, dude.
Fellow, remembers your sacrifice, and I'll grasp my talisman and
What an
2,
awesome way to kill
3.
it.
1, 2, 3. He was. Oh, that's rubbish. So
Thanks. I'm just mud.
I'll take my med kit out of my backpack. Probably a good idea to do that. Take these twigs out of your skin, and I'll try and medicine roll for a herbal.
Okay, there's little
Yeah.
puncture marks all over Atticus's face with blood dripping
Oh
down.
my god!
Okay, yes, you can use a hit dice if you wish, Mark.
Atticus is a fucking liability.
I tossed a coin to see whether it was you or Rich, and I'm sorry. It came.
It's alright, mate. It's funny.
So you got 35.
I'd like to make a medicine roll as well.
Can you
What is
remove
it?
blind
Nature,
off
is it?
me, please, mate?
I can, yes. Let me
Oh,
just
mate.
remove the grapple off Rich as well. I'll remove the blind and restrained off Atticus.
I keep getting out.
This
of it.
place is evil.
Okay, you take some time, Tiberius, but unfortunately the damp has got into your medical kit. Can you tick one of your medical kits off? It doesn't work. I think that's the first fail we've had on a medical kit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks for highlighting that.
I mean, a drama queen.
Oh, they're in the party inventory.
Okay.
I think
10
I
for
forgot to fucking write them down.
No, they aren't in the party
Okay, I
inventory.
have
So
got one
you have to borrow one of Rodri's.
Yeah.
You take one off Rodri. Sorry.
What? Get off my medical kits.
Just drops it.
Are you all right, Mr. Baron? That was horrible.
You're telling me, kid.
You did really well there.
There are two paths leading off, one to the south and one to the southeast from this area.
I'm gonna have a look around.
Well, I've led us so far and kept us safe. So.
Safe.
I'm still gonna look around for tracks on
Fall
the,
to
on
my
the ground.
knees. Just drag my feet through the mud.
Okay, make a survival check.
I got hit.
Again, it's really difficult. It's a high DC here because of the
Yep.
swamp-like nature.
Okay. I can't see anything that's past here. I've spent a lot of time in the wilderness,
Okay, just bear with me 1 second.
wandering from village to village.
I miss my Groot.
Okay.
Go back and get him.
Oh, it was Groot.
As you approach the end of the path, you see another area of land opening up in front of you, Tiberius. And you hear a sound up ahead of footsteps. Ugh.
Oops.
And a figure steps into view, standing in the middle of the area of land. Halt! The figure says. As you look at it, you see long white hair over a pallid, pale skin, pointed ears. It's wearing some kind of dark armour.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Kind
dear.
of gives it away.
Halt!
Stop. We halt. Well, I don't know what Tiberius is doing, but I stopped.
What do you hear? What brings you to the polder?
Maybe tell them we're looking for Murky.
Yeah, we're looking for Murky.
There's a sudden flare of strange, unearthly light in the hollow eye sockets of the creature. I also seek Murky. Do you seek to kill her?
We haven't quite decided yet.
Then you are no use to me.
Gilgar.
Then you are of no use to us?
He looks up. Why do you speak the name of my commander?
Because I know who he is.
I seek revenge for his death. I will slay Murky Emerald Eyes.
Have you looked down recently? Maybe you should seek revenge for your own death. Is Gilgar about here? Maybe he can help you.
Gilgar is dead.
Obviously, so do you.
I will continue my search for the Emerald Eyes, and when I find her, she will fall under my blade. If you wish to aid me, you may join me.
Strange times call for strange friends. Maybe.
I Are you going to help me?
Oh, impatient.
He suddenly looks at Atticus. You, the big one. Are you going to help me in my quest for vengeance?
We still don't know what we're gonna do with her when we find her.
If you don't help me, then I consider you a hindrance. I challenge you to one-on-one combat.
Maybe.
I politely decline.
Who is he? Just challenged Alex?
Yeah.
Atticus then.
Yeah, sorry, I rolled a 2.
His shoulders just slump and he just stumbles forward. Let's get this over with. And then I'm gonna do an Indiana Jones and just pull my pistol out and shoot him.
Yeah, go for it. I'll let you have an attack.
Raz, motherfucker.
Can I award an inspiration point for Atticus there for just style?
Yeah, go on.
He's gonna Indiana Jones.
It's like Snake Plissken when the cannons hit the floor.
I can't
Draw.
get that out.
He chucks them. Yeah.
And misses anyway.
Oh no.
Just watches the bullet sail past and then it turns. He's already grinning because he's a skull. I would like you to roll initiative, please.
Okay.
You know that scene's coming up in the gift.
Yeah.
Let me roll initiative as well.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Do you know how that scene came about?
Yeah, it was ad lib, wasn't it?
There was supposed to be like an elaborate fight scene, but Harrison Ford had really bad diarrhea, dysentery, and he really didn't want to come out to shoot. And so he went to shoot and he said, "Can I not just fucking shoot him?"
Okay,
It's gonna.
Tiberius, you're top of the round. Are you going to do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna move 15 to there, and then I'm gonna run right around the back of him.
Ah! Dishonorable cur!
What are you going to call him then?
Civ. Oh. A double one.
And damage with a double one.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's sick. Guys, with the killing machine.
We haven't got time for this shit.
It makes a spitting motion at you, even though he's not actually spitting, because he's a skull. There is no one left in this world. Okay, are you done?
Have you seen the
Tiberius.
I'll
part?
reply to him. This is not your world.
Are you done, Tiberius?
Yeah.
Rodri? Nope.
Raise my hand out. Hello, take your soul to rest.
Oh, he's off again.
Awful. Awful. That's me.
Okay,
An undead.
beam of light shoots out and smashes into his chest.
Right, Matt.
Right, let's have a look what he's going to do. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, he's going to turn, he's going to attack Tiberius with one attack. Misses. And then it's going to try and hit you with its long sword. Also misses. It's a good job that first one missed.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm.
Cat, you're up.
Gilgar would not have stood for such dishonour.
Gilgar, right here.
I'm just going to use magic missile, I think.
Okay.
Let me just double check yeah, that range is good. At first level, so I just use.
Have you no honor?
Not really.
Okay.
Ah! You're only serving the Emerald Eyes.
Atticus.
Okay, I'm going to finish closing the distance on him.
Could have had it on our side. It's a biggie. Oh.
Oh. Oh, it's not quite enough to take him down as you had him a good slash on one side, breaking several of his bony ribs. But you follow it up and you just lop his head off. It flies off in a graceful arc and goes and starts to sink into the thick mud of the swamp.
Plop. Wow.
She seems to have some enemies, this Murky.
Do you not think the enemy of our enemy could have been our friend?
You want to make friends with the undead?
Never. But as a distraction. Nonetheless, it's probably best as he's not on
We
this
couldn't
plane.
risk getting there and having the opportunity to talk to this Murky who charges in and attacks her.
Can I just do a quick check? What time are we playing till tonight? How are people fixed?
About 10, because I wouldn't mind a chill after. I've got work
Okay.
tomorrow, so sort of wrap up just after 10.
2 o'clock it is then.
No.
No.
You've signed a blood deal with the devil, I'm afraid.
No sleep for you.
Or we'll check again at 10.
Burn keeps bumping into you, Rodri.
What's up, lad? Are
Nothing.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Absolutely fine. This is just all normal.
You, honestly, you're doing
Well, you
really
did want to
well.
come with us, so
I wanna
I'm
go
sure your
home.
mum and your dad would be proud of you, son. But I'm not that you're my son.
kid's going to be mentally unstable by the time I get one.
Things you
Tiberius heads off down into the mist.
Just making
Again.
sure.
You find a
am stronger.
fork in the path, Tiberius.
There's just these things that keep glowing on the map like they did before. Yeah. Weird.
Behind Tiberius.
Weird.
You come to a fork in the path, Tiberius.
I'll go that way.
Hold on, Tiberius. Your little legs are running
Cat,
fast.
you see everyone disappear into the mists. You hurry to hitch up
Yeah.
your skirts and
Yeah, they're tucked into my pants. I'm all ready to go.
Yeah, they're already tucked into a knickers.
Step aside, boys. Well, I couldn't help it.
That's really funny. Move up behind Tiberius.
oops. Hold on, sorry.
What are those weird orbs? That
Yeah, there was 3 orbs that we.
Yeah, to the left.
Yeah.
That we didn't
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, you see
find
the
out.
path leads to the east and the south, Tiberius. Up ahead, you can see a clump of trees, and moving between the trees, you see little globes of different coloured light. Can you make a perception check, please, Tiberius?
So I want to bring my out of game knowledge.
Coming from the area ahead where the lights almost seeming to dance through the branches of the trees, you hear
Oh,
It's one of
creepy
those
as
kneeling.
fuck.
It's one of those kneeling counters.
what is a kneeling counter?
One of those that fucks with your head, and you're just like, whatever you do, it counters it and shit.
Oh, I didn't
We
think that
can't
at
be
all.
one with Fey ancestry.
Tenor.
I thought you were on about something when somebody kneeled and... Never mind. I have a
No.
completely different image in my head.
Right, I'll go and investigate.
Okay, you head under the
Careful.
boughs of the trees. You can see the little globes of light dancing from branch to branch. Make another perception check for me, please. Okay. Atticus, you can also make a perception for me as well.
Okay.
It's a healing. It's a healing. Kneeling.
Kneeling.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
I think it's a kneeling counter.
yeah, it's a kneeling counter.
Kneel.
Yeah.
A kneel
I
encounter.
thought you said kneeling.
No.
I thought.
It might be.
Come out, you little rascal.
Cat, you can make a perception with advantage.
May we pass?
It's a really deep voice that you shall not pass.
Cat, you think you know what you recognise this sound from your time spent in the Fearwood in All Calora. It sounds like pixies.
Oh, I got a little name.
It's pixies, guys. It's pixies.
What are pixies?
Really don't get out much, do you, Rodri?
Friend or foe, show yourself and state your intentions.
One of the lights suddenly darts down, a pink glowing light, and hovers in front of your nose. You can see several inches tall, with butterfly wings, the image of a strange ethereal creature flitting about with incredible speed.
God.
It looks at you, gives your nose a tiny little kick, and then flitters off again into the trees.
I'll snap at it as it flies off.
No snapping, Tiberius.
Could you help us locate someone at all? Maybe we could ask for some.
Another one flits down, this one glowing with a blue light.
What does it want in the polder? We wonders.
Do I understand this?
Yes, it's speaking common.
Okay.
Go for it.
What? We seek the one known as Murky. Can you help us?
Oh, it seeks the emerald eyes.
It flits off, and then one shining with a white light suddenly zooms back into its place.
It seeks murky. Is it friend or foe?
We would gladly be your friend, if you'll let us.
Why does it seek murky?
And it flitters off, and a yellow glowing one suddenly flitters down.
We seek a child. A drow.
Are you friend of murky? Or foe?
We have never met Murky before, so I don't know if we are friend or foe.
You can't hurt murky.
Oh,
Is Murky protected?
Yes, by us.
It flitters off, and one with a sort of blue light flitters down.
We would just seek an audience with Murky to talk to her.
Does it promise not to hurt Murky?
I hope not.
Well, we just sorted out. What's the dude's name?
We've come to kill you all.
It must promise not to hurt the Emeraldites.
We have to be very careful.
Do you know where she is? Can you point us in the right direction?
We knows. Princess Binky and Prince Stinky know.
Can we see Princess Binky and Prince Stinky?
If it promises not to hurt the Emeraldites.
Yeah, we promise.
Do you want to make a persuasion check, or a deception check if you're deceiving?
I'll. It doesn't
My
matter.
charisma guy.
I've got -5 to both.
Good luck.
Let's see what happens. Oh, -3.
We don't believe you.
And it looks at you and points at you.
Mm-hmm.
I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Roger that.
Mate, you have had terrible rolls.
Atticus, I'm so sorry, Mark. Atticus looks up at this thing as it points at him. It giggles, and then all the lights just go out completely. They just blink out of view.
Yeah.
And Atticus suddenly shrinks. And as he shrinks, his nose gets longer. And ears, long ears form up and start twitching. Whiskers start to grow out the end of his nose. And within a few seconds, there's a large rat stood on the path.
Oh, brilliant.
Tiberius just raises an eyebrow.
I'm shocked.
Going well.
Oh, Mark, keep it in it tonight. I'm so
That's
sorry.
so funny. Oh, God.
Going well.
Perhaps we should leave you alone, and we'll try and find our way out of the swamp, and not disturb you any further. We're very sorry for trespassing upon your realm.
Hey,
I'm
what,
trying-
if you change him back, we'll leave.
Well, we came all this way to see. And I've already said that they're the Guardians.
Maybe we can go.
Fact
Maybe
is,
we can go
so
the other
we-
way round.
Can we please see? Please?
Have these all gone out of view then? We can't
Yeah,
see
they just
anything.
blinked out as right in front of your eyes. All the lights just went off and they just disappeared into thin air. Almost as if casting some kind of invisibility spell.
I'll try and walk past then.
Okay. You walk past, taking a careful step over the large rat in the middle of the path.
Atticus, follow me.
I'll pick Atticus up.
Poncho.
I'll take him over to Meldred.
It's okay, Skeleton.
Okay, the
I'm running round in a wheel in a cage.
the target's game statistics are replaced by the statistics of the chosen beast. It retains its alignment and personality, however.
This is still
Thank you
a
for all.
cantankerous
Thank you
old
for all.
bastard.
I'll do rat.
So you've got a cantankerous rat.
With no teeth.
Yeah, it's got several teeth missing.
Let's try and make it onto this island.
So
and
yeah,
think
assuming
again.
you're happy for Rodri to pick you up, he picks you up.
Yeah, no worries.
You turned to Scabbers from Harry Potter?
As I pass Atticus over, I just look at Rodri and give a little snigger.
No, don't do it. Don't do it, Tiberius.
Why have you got a rat, Rodri? You've picked it up. Why?
This rat is a very good friend of ours, so
Is
be
it?
careful how you talk of him. Yes.
He looks horrible.
God,
He's
what are
got
we
no
gonna do?
teeth.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
I'm just going to make your token invisible for the time being, Mark.
Roger that.
It's got a really small pistol as well.
Look at this rat is a vicious rat though. He's gonna launch himself. What's it? He's a rat of unusually large, a rodent of unusually large size.
So, yeah, you found an area of the swamp, a little piece of land it's not dry, but it's above the water, and it doesn't seem to be moving too much.
I'll put Atticus down
Okay.
and just, Atticus, are you in there?
Just squeak.
God, how long is this gonna last?
Well, look on the bright side, Tiberius. At least there's somebody smaller than you in the group.
Oh, that is.
Wow.
Tonight, you are.
I keep trying to give you inspiration, but you already got it.
Sure, we can backtrack them.
Shall we rest here a short while and see if Atticus comes back?
I mean, it was a pixie. I don't know how long those spells are going to last.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever communed.
You can make an Arcana check at disadvantage, Cat. See if your knowledge of pixies stretches that far.
With a lesser restoration spell, sort him out.
No, way not powerful enough.
Yeah, you don't know. You've got no idea.
Have we got to talk with them again?
For all you know, it could be permanent.
Why don't we just go back to the pixies and just tell them we're Murky's friends and we just want to talk to her and just want to be friends? I mean,
They don't know where to be found.
Invisible.
why don't we just go back and ask them to come back? Oh,
I mean,
fuck it,
it's worth.
I'll go back to the pixie glade.
Oh,
It's dark now there.
I'll try and cast my light cantrip again.
Oh yeah, because you. It's still
I'll make
working. It's still on at the moment on the.
Okay. Hello. We've had a talk, and we've decided, yes, we want to be friends with Murky, and we want to talk to her to see how we can help her.
There's no response.
But unfortunately, our poor little friend has been turned into a rat. Is there any way you could turn him back, please? Because we really want to try and help Murky. Hello?
You're going to have 2 rats in a minute.
How's that going?
Hello? Hello? Fucker. Hello?
You done?
Right, listen here, you little buggers. If you don't come back and talk to us, I'm going to burn you 3 down.
Make that 3 rats.
3 rats and a wolf.
Went into a swamp.
I'm going to cast Firebolt on the tree.
No!
Okay.
Aren't you like allied with like failings and stuff like that?
I
Yeah,
don't
which is
know.
a mean motherfucker.
No need to do that. Oh, I can track them. I have an advantage to track Fae, Undead, and
My hand's just ready to go.
I've got Fae ancestry.
What do you mean? Why didn't you mention this earlier?
Because I just remembered.
Little flames just go.
Can I try and track the
You can try. I mean, They're flying and they're invisible. I guess you might be able to hear something.
Well,
You
if
can-
it
yeah,
was
you can
fey and
try.
supernatural, I'd be tracking like
Yep.
little, looking for glitter. It's a survival check, I believe.
It is.
Do I get advantage on them?
Yeah, you can have advantage.
What to do?
I won't tell you what you rolled.
Oh,
Yeah.
Everything's
Okay.
silent.
Alright.
You rolled a 5 and a 2.
Excellent. The one time I get to use that skill. Okay, moving on.
Go and make Atticus a little nest out of his poncho.
absolutely no response from the pixies.
None.
I'm sure they'll.
Looking
show
up the tree, I'm going to try and go to one of the trees and try and, look around the tree, try and climb up it.
Make an athletics check.
Mm. God. Athletic.
The bark is covered in moss and very damp from the mist, and you just can't get a good grip.
God.
Listen, pixies are very pesky little creatures. We're best just going forwards and seeing how long this spell lasts. If worse comes to worse, we can always come back.
Should we just sit down and rest for a little while?
If you think it's safe.
Yeah. Well, there's no sign of this pixie, but could rest for just for a short amount of time. That would help me out. Would you be okay to taking a short rest, Rich?
Yeah,
what
fine.
happens. See what happens.
I get all my stuff gets refreshed after a short rest.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
have to cast.
Are
Well,
you,
how long have we been in? How long have we been in the swamp?
maybe 30 or 40 minutes?
Okay. Well, I can just do it once between short rests, can't I? So.
Yeah, if we take a short, purely to see if the spell wears off.
Okay, so a short rest normally is an hour. With the homebrew, it's 15. Are you taking a 15-minute rest or an hour rest?
Yeah, we can't really go on without Atticus as a rat.
Well, you can.
We can, but we'll see if it wears off.
What, you're going to lose, like, 12 damage a fight?
Yeah, but you could take the hits instead of us.
But what about your ready wit and charm?
Wit.
Short rest.
Using some snappy comebacks.
Yeah. Okay, you take a short rest. Are you? How long are you resting for? 15 minutes or longer?
Should we do half an hour?
No.
Because I don't think the 15
Well, at
minutes
the
is
end of the
gonna be
15
enough.
minutes, there's still a rat sitting in your lap.
It's either going to be half an hour or an hour.
Well, whatever we choose, I don't sleep around pixies. My friend was choked to death on one while sleeping.
What?
It's a long story. I'll go over it another time.
They look so innocent.
About an hour.
Yeah, I
I'll
don't
keep
think.
watch.
Okay.
Okay. You settle down and Byrne goes and sits off on his own with his back to the rest of you, just staring out into the swamp. After a very uncomfortable hour, you can't get a fire going. But towards the end of the hour, you suddenly feel a great weight, and Atticus is sitting in your lap, Rodri.
What?
God.
Fully fledged manling. What the?
Okay, we're back. Okay, Byrne jumps across.
Oh, come here, lad. Rat.
What are we going to do?
Try and find this murky and get out of here. You feeling
Right,
okay, lad?
How are you feeling?
In what way? I don't even know what's happening today. I've been swallowed by a tree, turned into a
It
rat.
puts my problems into perspective.
I want to award the GM an inspiration.
Okay.
I'll have a look on the ground, see if there's any tracks of anything.
Make a survival.
Trace of. Any trace of anything?
Oh,
You did.
we had a short rest, didn't we? Can I roll hit dice?
Go on, I'll allow
sure.
it.
Hmm.
Okay.
You'll have my skill check.
Can you roll it again, please? Sorry, it should have been at disadvantage in the swamp.
Okay. If it fails, let
Okay,
me know.
it did fail.
I'll add D4 to it and cross it.
Okay, there are some
cross
tracks
something
around here. The area up ahead seems a little drier.
Something's been here.
Yeah,
Off this
to the
way.
east of where you are now.
Point in that general direction.
Yeah. East.
Okay.
Head east then.
You start heading to the east, and a strange sight reveals itself out of the mist. A skull the size of a giant's head has been fashioned into some kind of house with a small mushroom garden and a fish pond outside.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
And we'll leave the session there.
Awesome.